The BBC is ready to redact some of the nearly 3,000 emails it has been ordered to release related to its handling of the Martin Bashir scandal, a tribunal has been told. Earlier this month, a judge told the broadcaster to hand over the material, 2.5 years after journalist Andrew Webb used Freedom of Information (FOI) laws asking to see it. The scandal, centered on how Mr. Bashir secured a panorama interview with Diana, Princess of Wales in 1995, emerged after the former BBC head of news Lord Hall of Birkenhead suggested in a confidential briefing that Diana's brother Earl Spencer had given Mr. Bashir bank statements. Mr. Bashir was in serious breach of the broadcaster's producer guidelines when he faked bank statements and showed them to Mr. Spencer to gain access to Diana in 1995. During the interview, Diana famously told the BBC journalist, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." A remote information rights tribunal today heard that the BBC plans to use Section 42 of the Freedom of Information Act, which covers confidential communications between a client and their lawyer, as well as other provisions in the legislation to stop full disclosure of some of the email. Mr. Webb told the hearing, "We all know that some documents, roughly 300, will be claimed by the BBC to be withheld under Section 42. He said earlier, I have been waiting 2.5 years for these documents. We have been told this whole mass of data was initially meaningless, irrelevant and nothing to do with a cover-up, etc. The BBC has been fairly forcefully told that is not good enough. The whole, let's call it Bashir scandal, happened because 11 words appeared in a mass of emails." Jason Pobjoy, representing the BBC, told the hearing a huge amount of work had been done reviewing the material and that the broadcaster was very, very anxious to avoid appealing the judge's decision. He said of the expected next steps, "We provide all the documents.